Our big final topic, Ant-Man 3. Writer, plot rumors. Mitch, what do we got for these?
Right. Well, we have Jeff Loveness, who did the 2017 Nova Resurrection run. I say that because I don't want to reference Rick and Morty, because...
Okay, fair enough.
So yeah, he's taking over from Paul Rudd, who was doing the script. Now, the rumor is, and I believe this is coming from Thomas Polito, I think that's his name, from Geeks Fed Wild on Twitter.
Yep.
Been right in the past. Apparently, before, with Rudd, this script revolved around AIM and the Fantastic Four.
Oh! Need it! Inject that into my veins!
I think everyone kind of figured it because of the whole Quantum City and everything. Like, who could be in there? And apparently now the shift is more towards... I don't know if AIM's still in there with MODOK as well. I forgot about MODOK. But the shift's now apparently more to Young Avengers. Which, personally, I'd rather Young Avengers than shoehorning Fantastic Four into an Ant-Man movie.
Okay. My heart hurts because I want both of these. Fantastic Four, favorite group of all time in any comics ever, so I'm highly biased.
They have not had 100% true justification in film.
Yeah, I mean, I would want them in there because Peyton Reed, the director of, the Ant-Man, he's been trying to get Fantastic Four live action since 2002. That's how long he's been in that. I want it. He's even done scripts and everything on multiple attempts. He loves that property. I want him because he said the exact version I've been wanting for years. Start off in the 60s. It's a throwback. We're going back to that type of era. It's a period piece, and then get them to modern day. Everything he said is what I want. I don't want them as part of Ant-Man. And that's the part that, because I love the Ant-Man movies, but tonally and Fantastic Four need their own thing first. I understand why you might want them to appear somewhere else first, because it's a franchise that's been run into the ground harder than any franchise in history for comic book movies, but they deserve more than extended cameos. Now, maybe... if they go to the Quantum City and we introduce, oh wow, that's Reed Richards? Okay, I'll take one or two, but making them like a major plot point or something, I am highly against that. Like, that should not happen. Just
kind of name drop and have them possibly in, their proto suits of what we would potentially get them in the 60s.
Or some reference to Hank Pym and Janet working with them and they fell apart because they couldn't agree on something, like flashbacks. But like, oh, you guys don't want to do the Cuban mission with us? No, sorry, we're testing a new experimental rocket, and we kind of see them. I'd be okay with that, but like...
It was their rocket. Dismantled.
Yeah, oh no! Cause and effect.
See, that was the Fantastic Car. There you go.
There you go. Like,
retcon.
There's a way you could do it, but making them a major plot point, I'd be against that. I'm more for support of the, younger Avengers in there.
See, I get why you'd want it in there. They're very much a similar thing. Like, Ant-Man's about family, Fantastic Four's about family, you've got technology, you've got different realities. Like, they're kind of similar in the MCU at this point, so I can get that thinking. Mm-hmm. My thing is, this franchise's logical endpoint is Cassie being a hero.
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
So why would you ever sacrifice that to bring in the Fantastic Four? Like, no.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't...
The only thing I can see, if they're doing anything Fantastic Four as well, is potentially have their kids with them.
What, Valeria and...
Yeah?
What's the kid's name? What's his name?
Franklin?
That's the one, Franklin. Yeah. How did I forget Franklin, but remember...
How'd you forget Franklin? You forgot you forgot the easy one, come on.
Like, sit there and you have their kids, possibly, in there. And it's... Because it could be really interesting on how they do this and bringing in the Fantastic Four, because imagine if the Multiverse of Madness somehow brings them in. But their first movie was in the 60s. The Multiverse of Madness happens. and they get brought in as like a end credit kind of thing or something. And during that bringing them in, though, the cause and effect of, say, if we had them already in our universe, so you have them young, say, with the kids of who was already existing in there. You could have almost kind of like how
you could amalgamate and bash up things. Yeah,
well, like Batwoman sat there and like when the Crisis happened, there were two Alices.
Yeah, there's two of the same character from different worlds, and they played around with that aspect. Which you could do it like that. I mean, people need to understand that the Fantastic Four is the most important franchise of the next like 15 years of Marvel, because with them, not only are they bringing in the Fantastic Four, a family aesthetic, younger characters, Galactus, Silver Surfer, like, because Galactus is the next big endgame point, right? Like, that's the next biggest villain who comes attached to them at the hip, so it's like...
Unless it's the Celestials.
But that too, Dr.Doom, like... Like...
Potentially.
A lot of the big Marvel villains are fantastic.
Fantastic Four, right. Like, honestly, like, maybe they should just piece together a couple things and use little pieces of everything, and like maybe Ant-Man's like, hey, we gotta, I don't know, there's some sort of mission, we gotta go to Europe. Oh well, ever since that blip and snap thing happened, there's this maniacal dude who has his own country, Latveria. Oh, okay. Like,
you can make it really simple and just have like a Future Foundation document.
Yeah,
like mixed in with like the Pym Industries one. Just do it that way.
Yeah,
make it really subtle. Don't like slap it in your face like, oh, Latveria.
Right. I mean, I would, because I would want it to be.
This is how you get Latveria, right? Hear me out. Louise is telling him about the mission.
Oh Jesus!
And it's Louise who says Latveria, but he says it wrong. And then he's like, "Wait, where are we going?" The latitude place. Like, yeah, he's like, Latveria? Yeah.
I think Joss Whedon might want his Age of Ultron joke back.
I was going to say, yeah. Well, I mean, in my perfect world, Latveria would be a neighboring country to Sokovia. That's how I would do it. And that, you know...
You could easily do Latveria in one division.
Yeah, you could.
Just make, like, Wundagore Mountain a dividing thing between the two countries.
Mm-hmm.
And just have it that way. No.
Well, they'll run parallels to the real world. So when Germany had, the wall, they'll say that they were once the same country, but Sokovia and Latveria split into two, and there you go, divided by an actual wall. And like then the aesthetic would kind of make sense why, if you look at Sokovia, it was that whole castle and Middle Eastern hardcore throwback Europe, and then Latveria would be like, yeah, same aesthetic, like that would work.
Yeah, I can actually definitely see that. I can see him like doing almost like a hostile takeover of the village and area that his people were in, and taking it over and be like, no, this is now our country. Like, I don't want anything to do with the Sokovia Accords. I don't want anything to do with them or anything. Just allow me and my people to be. How many countries in Europe have already done that?
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. Right.
So
I'm gonna take a stab and say all of them.
Oh gosh.
Like it's something that you can feasibly actually do when it comes to Latveria. So I actually would really like that it used to be a part of Sokovia, and then it became its own independent country.
Yeah, I mean, it could work.
Like Doom's mum be the reason why the split's there with the mountain, and that's why there's like magic powers.
Yeah, actually, you could
like bring in Mephisto and that. Like, I'm just completely spitballing that.
Can you believe we're actually
a really good script right now?
We're actually gonna get Dr. Doom's mom and the gypsy like descend into madness.
If they do WandaVision, like Scarlet Witch, right? You could 100% easily just throw it in there.
Yeah,
because they're virtually the same. Well, not virtually the same thing, but they're very similar in their stories.
Whatever they decide to do with Ant-Man 3, if they should do something with there to toss Fantastic Four in, like references or something, but not make them direct. That's kind of like the takeaway, like you don't want to shine away from Ant-Man. It's the end of his trilogy. You don't want to Captain America it to a degree where it's like, yes, we still finished up his trilogy and wrapped stuff up. But yeah, it was an Avengers movie. Like, you know,
I'm gonna say just like at the most with Ant-Man 3, just have Cassie and Kate.
Yeah.
Like, you're not gonna have like Wiccan and Speed in there. Something's gonna happen with those two. I'm 9% sure of it. So the Patriot, I don't know where they're gonna do Patriot. I assume Falcon, but God knows what's going on with that show currently.
Mm-hmm.
So the other ones, just like the logical one is Kate Bishop. So just have her in there.
Yeah.
Do something. Make it a Scott movie.
Yeah, it has to be.
I want him to be one of the teachers attempting to, like,
100%.
Yes.
Because, like, if you sit there and, like, look at what he did for Cassie while he was in his 2-year lockdown.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, this man is a genius in some ways.
Like the real Paul Rudd.
Yeah, so it's
I'll say
like,
he's got his engineering degree. Like,
Yeah.
like, you can seriously sit there and have him be one of the teachers, and he's mentally probably, like, broken from the fact that he missed 5 years of his daughter's life. So she had to grow up 5 years, and he's gonna want to do whatever he can. And she's ready to be his sidekick.
Have him in charge of the Future Foundation.
Yes.
Like there you go. Like,
yeah.
That's honestly the way to continue that character. Same with, like, maybe the Hulk. Like, that's honestly a good way to do it.
Oh, come on, Professor Hulk. Yes.
Like, wasn't Ant-Man, like, Scott Lang on one of the Fantastic Four teams? Like, one of the alternate lineups?
I believe so, yeah.
I want to say it was, like, him, Medusa, She-Hulk, and I can't think of the fourth.
Oh, the Medusa run, yeah.
Yeah, that one was quite recent. It was like
it was mid-2000s, I want to say. I can't remember.
It was more like
2010s,
2013, 2014. Around that time.
Man, time. What a thing.
I know there was that other one with She-Hulk on there in the 2000s. But...
Yep. Yeah, which is why she's on the Marvel Legends figure lineup that they recently released. Yeah, so... But yeah, Ant-Man, Fantastic Four. When we know more about them, we will definitely get back to this topic.
It was
for
Scott
you guys.
Lang.
Okay.
Yep,
it was.
Yeah.
Yep.
Perfect. So, yeah, there we go, everybody.
Oh, with Black Panther.
What a good team.
Oh, was it Black Panther?
Yep, and She-Hulk and Miss Marvel.
Well, it's a good team. Holy crap.
And somebody else I have no idea about.
So thank you for taking the time to watch that video. If you guys would like more content that we offer here for channel members, which you guys can check out in the little join button down below, we do offer additional content, such as exclusive podcasts and topic discussions, our gaming podcast, Star Wars TV series reviews, Marvel show reviews, DC Universe and CW reviews. We offer personal vlogs, backlog reviews of TV shows and movies, video game topics and Q&As, and of course, in one of our best tiers, we offer audio commentaries on TV shows and movies, along with a bunch of other stuff you guys can check out just by clicking that join button and seeing what is on offer.